Hey guys, my name is Casey Ingram. Today I'm going to be taking you through a core stability training program. This is kind of ideal for wrestlers, grapplers, fighters, any way, shape, and form. Core stability is the type of training that it's in order to make your core stronger, improve range of motion, flexibility, absolute strength, and duration, which are your two most important things. As far as core supports all exterior limbs, so this gives you better balance, better control, and better coordination in your core movements. The very first thing we're going to start in, the two hardest part about abs is lower abs and obliques. So the very first part we're going to start in is a weakness. We're going to start in the obliques. The very first thing we're going to start in is it's a little bit easier as far as it's not an extremely high impact, but it's considered a good isolation oblique training program. Now in this one, we're going to cross a foot at the ankle, elevate the other foot like it's in a chair. We're going to have this hand, soft hand at the ear. Now the ideal is that I want to isolate my right oblique. So I'm going to lay my left arm to the side and everything on this side is going to stay stationary. Soft, controlled crunches over to that knee. Now it's very important in any ab program that you have a good breathing pattern. So anything and everything you do, highest level of exertion is when you're exhaling. So on this, nice and smooth, controlled breathing. Now you'll see I'm not bouncing my elbow, anything like that. It's all about muscle control, muscle coordination. Nice, smooth motions. Once you've finished out 20 reps, it's going to be a 5-second hold in the peak, controlled down slow. Now you've already done an isolation intensity on that oblique, so now we're going to go into muscle suspendability. Here we're going to go into an ab core oblique suspension hold. On this, hold the elbow straight, shoulders stay straight. This is going to draw a straight line. Point the feet straight with a soft bend in the knees. And when you lift this, you should feel like you can comfortably draw a straight line with that body. Maintain broad chest and broad shoulders. Hand goes straight up in the air. We're doing a 20-second oblique hold. Focus on that breathing. Once you've held that oblique for 20 seconds, control the hip down slow. Switch it over to the other side. Now we've just done an intensity and a suspension on the right side. Now we're going to switch it over to the left. Put that right ankle across, lift that left leg like it's in a chair. Soft hand at the left ear. Right side's going to stay stationary. Breathing pattern. Now, the more you advance in oblique training, know this, the further this knee is away from this body, the longer the range of motion is in that oblique. So if I extend that out, my range of motion has just improved on that oblique training. Once you've hit 20 reps, 5-second hold in the peak, control it all the way down. Good. Roll it over on that side, and then we're going to do our oblique suspension on the left side. Maintain a straight elbow, straight shoulder, broad chest, point the feet straight, knees are bent. Pick it up, make sure you feel like you can comfortably form a straight line with that body. 20-second hold, nice and smooth. Focus on the breathing. Once you've held for 20 seconds, control it down to the hip and relax it out. As we just got done doing abs, we did a really good oblique program, so now we're going to go more central abs. We're going to hit the central. Now, your crunches are definitely, you're going to have more technique, more form, more duration in abs. So this part, we're going to go 30 isolated crunches. On this part, we're going to put the legs up just like they're in a chair. Soft hands at the ears. Now, it's not, I don't want you crunching the chin down or pulling on the neck. The best way is to be careful with that neck. Pick you a spot on the ceiling and keep your eyes on that spot the whole time. You want to take the chin as high as you can. Focus on the breathing. Now you really want to work on your range of motion as far as the higher I can take this balanced, the more efficient of a crunch it is. Another thing you should think about is in abs, the longer the range of motion with the smooth pull, the more you're working on the flattening of the abs. The more you crunch your chest into the abs, the more you work the bundling of the muscles, the actual six-pack itself. We've got 30 reps here. We're going to do a 5-second hold in the peak, control it down, and then we're going to go into our ab core suspension. Now in this, we're just going to suspend the abs. We've already hit an intensity, so now we're going to do a hold. Spread the elbows wide for balance. Get those feet back and hold here. Now, if at any point you're tired, you can set your head on your hands, but you don't want to set it down on the ground. You want to hold a good, strong frame and focus on the breathing. We've got a 30-second ab core suspension hold. Once you've held it for 30 seconds, control the pelvis down and relax it out. All right, the next part of our program is going to be an exterior oblique dip. On this particular part, we're going to be going exterior oblique. We've already done a little bit of an interior oblique and a little bit of cross oblique, but this is probably the most intense part of this session, simply because you don't have anything that imposes the range of movement that we're about to do here. So it's a matter of teaching yourself muscle control, muscle sustainability. On this one, we're going to maintain the same position that we were doing with exterior oblique holds. We're going to put that elbow straight, keep that shoulder straight, line those feet up, point the toes straight, soft bend in the knees. When I pick this up, I want to feel like I can pick it up and draw a straight line with my body. Now how we're doing this is it's going to be an intensity. Starting off, you have to teach yourself balance in the exterior oblique. So starting off, you can use this hand as coordination, not as a weight barrier, but as coordination, keeping yourself balanced. Now all you want to do is put that hip down and crunch it up. Now right here, we're going 15 reps. Keep that hand here and keep it very balanced. You should feel a lot of pressure in that oblique. Every time you touch that hip, feel like you're crunching it up into that chest. Now once you've developed to the point that you have the balance, you're no longer going to put your hand here. You're going to sink it into that oblique and feel how that oblique flexes. Once you've finished 15, you're doing a 5-second hold in the peak, and then we're going 5 concentrate, nice and slow, smooth range of motion. Once you complete 5 of those, we got another 5-second hold, and control the hip down and relax it out. Same thing with the left side. Check that shoulder, the elbow, make sure it's drawing a straight line. I'm going to go right here, point the toes straight, bend the knees just a touch, pick it up to where we can draw a straight line with the body, soft hand here, or once you progress, hand here. You got 15 dips. Now, I said there's actually 3 parts to this. We have here, we have here. The one I like to do, but it's because I've been doing these for a while, the one I like to do, I put my hand straight up in the air, and this is to make everything stay perfectly stationary. I can watch my hand and never let it make a single movement, and I'm truly isolating that oblique as much as I can. Once I've finished 15, 5-second hold in the peak, and then I got 5 concentrate, nice and smooth range of motion. Now when I say concentrate, all you really want to focus on is slow the movement down, hit the longest range of motion you can, and crunch it up into that chest hard. Get that muscle shaking. 5-second hold, control it down to that hip.